we go to Teresa Cocheran for the NGO Committee on Financing for Development.
The NGO Committee on Financing for Development is a substantial committee of Congo. The mission of our NGO committee is to advocate to end poverty and hunger and for inclusive economic growth that is environmentally and socially sustainable, ethical, and people-centered. We are guided by the Addis Ababa Action Agenda, the Monterrey Consensus. We urge policymakers to support development strategies that end global poverty and advance human rights. The vision of the committee is to envision an international financial system that are fair and truly representative of all the people. We are motivated by the moral imperatives underlying the UN Charter and the missions of the organizations we represent. We offer a venue for both new and established NGOs to learn, discuss, and advocate to further the commitments made under the Monterrey Consensus, Doha Declaration, and the Addis Ababa Action Agenda. We meet on the first Wednesday of every month for 2 hours. Basically, there is a misunderstanding that you need to be an economist or someone who knows about finances to join this committee. That doesn't need. It's a focus on what our people's needs at the grassroots, especially those who are marginalized and are living in poverty, and to follow the money. How can we direct the money where it is needed? Because the money is there, but the poor countries who need the money have no place at the table. It is said, if you are not at the table, you are on the menu. So that's what we are trying to change. The committee has 3 working groups. One is on climate finance to advocate for green pathways to implement and attain SDGs and aggressive multilateral climate action. Social protection, we have seen in light of COVID-19, how people living in poverty, especially those who have been pushed out of employment and out into poverty, out of homelessness, have suffered without having access to social protection. So like other members in CSOC, we also advocate for social protection floors so that people will not have to fall through the cracks. The second subcommittee is on financial and digital inclusion. We focus on women and MSMEs, that is medium and small enterprises. And then the third group is, we hold side events and breakfast sessions during the year. Especially we try to interact with during the Financing for Development Forum meetings in April. Every year there is a forum. So we participate. We have a couple of side events during that session. We also engage with the FfD office, UN Office for Financing for Sustainable Development. We get office staff to come and give a briefing on what is happening at the UN on financing for development and the Financing Development Office. So we are kept abreast. As far as I know, there's only another NGO committee, CSOC, who gets DESA members to come and give updates every meeting. Then there is engagement with the IATF, Interagency Task Force. The Interagency Task Force puts out a report every year, and the NGO Committee on Financing for Development, we try to give input from the perspective of our working groups. So we make substantive contribution to this report. And some of times we do see that our write-ups are included in the report. So we do have a website, NGOs on FfD. You can go there and find more details and resources. One more thing, And some of us who are present here, NGOs, have given birth to the NGO Committee on Financing for Development. It happened right after the Monterey Consensus, Medical Missions, Sisters of Charity Federation, New Humanity. I think Daniel also was part of it in the setting up the NGO Committee in 2002. So we all can participate. No need to fear that you need an economic degree in economics or financing. It's just follow the money. Where is the money that is needed for development of marginalized people? Thank you.
Thanks, Teresa. An important point. Don't be scared away. And that goes in some sense for all of these, really. No prerequisite expertise needed. Certainly there's a lot to pick up as you practice, and that's always welcome.